So I love that this movie has so many universal themes that everyone can relate to in one way or another. And you two both wrote, produced, and starred in this film. So tell me how that all came about.
Well, Allie and I are old friends, and there was a profile on her in the New Yorker, and in the profile she mentioned that she always wanted to do this movie that we had been talking about, like our version of When Harry Met Sally, and that made it into the profile, and then all these other outlets picked up on that one section, and then we started getting calls from different places asking for the script.
Wow.
Yeah, but we didn't have a script.
Wow.
So we were like, let's start writing the script, and then from there it just kind of happened.
And all fell into place. It's awesome. You guys kind of have a dream team going right here, which makes for a great working environment, right?
Oh, it's the best working environment.
And since you've been friends for so long, and I know you have been friends with them as well,
Totally.
what was your first impressions of one another when you first initially met?
Oh, that's so interesting.
This is such a great, I'm so glad you asked.
Oh, why thank
because
you.
I can tell my 9-page script story. I was staffing for Fresh Off the Boat season 1, and I'd seen Allie's, this was before Baby Cobra, whatever, I'd seen some stuff on YouTube, and I was like, oh, does she have any writing samples? So they sent over a script, and I was reading it, it was funny, and then I got to page 9 and it stopped. So I called the manager. I was like, "Oh, there's something wrong with the PDF. Like it ended at page 9." And they're like, "No, that's it.
Oh.
That's her whole script."
You've never gotten seen.
I don't know.
I told you that I was like, I've had enough.
She just
You're like,
ended
I'm
it.
done. That's all you need. I'm
9
done.
pages done. So I had to meet with her.
Stand-up is all about economy of language,
I
okay?
like that. You have to do
Yes.
it. You do it quite well, by the way.
Thank you. I was ahead of the curve with like short-form content.
See? She's good.
But did it close itself out in those 9 pages, or did it just kind of like it cut in the
It
middle?
definitely just ended. And I was like, I was trying to scroll. I was like, where's the
Mid-sentence.
Sopranos, the last episode.
Just
Did it end like
mid-sentence, you're
mid-word,
like,
just
right,
like?
Exactly.
Is there anything else? Are any of your
One of the things that I really connected with her about, like I remember we met at Moe's.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was in that
This coffee
booth.
shop, yeah.
And it was like we laughed so much. And then I had just watched the pilot for Fresh Off the Boat. And I said to her, if I come on board, I don't think, we should put this pressure on ourselves to make this a show that represents all Asian American families. This show is about one Taiwanese family, and the focus should be on making the stories good and funny, because if they aren't, then nobody's going to care about it, So, and we kind of share that perspective that we have shared too, that philosophy that has kind of carried us through this project and to where we are today.
And it's worked out well. So are any of your real life experiences, this is a question for all three, are they portrayed in this film? Besides the obvious Corolla incident, I mean, maybe.
Well, that's also a good
segue.
segue.
I see you smiling over there. Give me the goods.
Oh, I'm not
Tell
smiling. I'm feeling very bad right now. I wish this
deflective
wouldn't have come
woman.
up.
Oh, now I gotta know.
Yeah.
I already know the
That's
segment
it.
I'm running.
No, but yeah, that whole losing virginity scene was based on real life events. It just kind of came up. We were talking about the story, and I offered this fact about my life, and these two were like, let's do it, and I was like, what? Okay.
You can't say stuff, I feel like, around these two without having them put it in the movie.
Yeah.
No, everyone loves the great rom-com. Everyone loves one. So what is your favorite romantic comedy besides your own?
Ooh, gosh, there's so many. I mean, one of my favorites is Bridget Jones's Diary.
I love that one.
I love that. That's a movie that if I'm flipping around or whatever, if it's on, I will definitely stop and watch it. I just think, and the fact that it's like a modern retelling of a classic story of Sense and Sensibility, I think, right, with Darcy and everything. I also appreciated that, but I'm in. I'm in from the beginning.
Bridget
I love
Jones, that's a great one. What
Bridget
about
Jones.
you two?
I think Boomerang is my favorite.
Boomerang?
Yeah, the
Love that
soundtrack is so good.
Soundtrack.
First of
Okay.
all, to Boomerang, and then
a good
yeah,
one.
it's like it's a sexy movie, and
Love should have brought your ass home last night.
Love should have brought your ass home last night. And then there's so many great, funny female characters in that movie, which was
Marcus.
Yeah, this is like Eartha Kitt,
Kitt.
Grace Jones,
Oh, wow.
Tisha Campbell was his like
I need to
funny
rewatch
neighbor.
that.
It's
Oh,
great,
God.
dude.
I need to
And
rewatch
it's like,
that. It's been a
and it's
while.
ways that women were. It was so revolutionary because you'd never seen women be like funny in that way before, and I don't think you've seen since. You know, so.
And what about you?
When Harry Met Sally.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a classic.
Yeah,
That's
and that
a
was one that we
classic.
talked about a lot when we were first talking about this movie, along with Boomerang. Those were movies that were definitely in our head as we dove into this.
In the movie, Jenny says once she's given Keanu a hug that she now knows what it means to be starstruck. So has that ever happened where you've met someone that's had the same effect on you guys throughout your careers?
Ooh, yeah, I met Lauryn Hill and I almost that was crazy for me.
It's a good one. I feel like that'd be hard. Like she's so stoic sometimes.
She's just also not like, you know, she's not doing a ton of interviews and you don't see her that much, so it really is almost like seeing Bigfoot, you know. Yeah.
And what about you guys?
I think when I first met Keanu, it was a little bit like that. You
I
know,
feel like
when
it would be.
Yeah, I got there early. We were having a meeting with him, and I was like, I felt like it was my responsibility to pick the table. And I remember being like, is Keanu gonna like this table, or should I like get another table?
Is he gonna
I was
karate
like,
chop the table? If he
Right, like is he gonna be like,
doesn't
why'd you
it?
pick this? I don't know. I would definitely with him.
That's a
little
good
bit.
one. And Keanu was great in this movie, by the
Oh,
way.
gosh,
Epic.
so
I
good.
wasn't expecting that, and it was
Oh,
just
good.
so good. How fun was it to punch him in the face?
Oh, it was the best. It was the best moment of my life. It was.
The other best moment, I think, for you should be the rap skills.
Oh,
I
thank
had
you.
no
Yeah.
idea. I was thinking it was going to be kind of a horrible
Oh.
thing, you know, and then
Oh,
you
no.
look and you're
He's-
like, whoa.
He was in
is
a band. That's
you are a
it.
badass
Yeah.
in this.
Oh,
He's
thank
so
you.
So
good.
did Lyrics Born help you write some of these raps, or was that all Randall-esque from the get-go?
Yeah, I mean, I wrote my lyrics, and Lyrics Born contributed a verse to one of the songs. That's
Nice.
it's not in his part isn't in the movie, but hopefully it'll come out because it's incredible. But yeah, I was in a band way back in the day, and Allie would come to our shows back then, and the band in the movie is kind of based on that band.
I love that. And last question, you're from San Francisco, so what's your favorite place that you'd recommend anyone go visiting the city if they only had time to go to one place?
Oh, I would go to Turtle Tower.
Turtle Tower?
Yeah, it's like my favorite pho
All right.
place.
I've never been.
Yeah.
I'll have to check
Very
it
good.
out.
Go to the
Well,
one in the Tenderloin.
Tenderloin.
Yeah.
Ooh, the good stuff. Okay, thank you guys so much. I
Thank
love
you.
the movie. It's great. I can't
thank
wait to
you.
see what you guys come up with next.
Oh,
You
thank
create
you.
that moment.
Hey, what'd you think? Be sure to hit like.
You know you love it, so subscribe.
And turn on that post notification bell.
Yeah, what she said. And watch some more videos right now.
Mark, don't do that with your finger. Just stop it. That makes people uncomfortable.
Mark.
I like it though.
There's none of that on our videos. Don't worry.